You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. This is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy's in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man.
What's going on, Jeff?
Yeah, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. Camera's always on.
Always on, bro.
How was your week, man?
Pretty good week, man.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. What about you, Weezy?
I'm straight. I'm
You
always straight, man.
That's what's up.
Everything you always pay for. Oh, man, you better hear me.
Yeah.
Everything paid for.
Yeah. Sinuses get to you this week,
It's
Jeff?
rough, man. Today. Yeah, I'm fighting through it, coach.
Yeah.
It's flu game. Flu game, Jeff.
I don't got none of them.
Yes, you do, dog. You have the same problems that everybody else do.
No.
Yes,
I'm
you do.
good.
No, you're not.
I smell everything. I'm good.
No, you're not.
Yes,
It's all
I am.
good, though.
Shout out to the good people of Bitter Drill.
Yeah, I've been there. I'll be dead.
I'll be here. I'll be there as soon as I get out of here.
Yeah, nah, for sure. We're back, man, with another mashup. For sure,
Hey.
3 different podcasts equals one mashup show to kick off spring 2018 featuring Full Sport Press, On Deck TV, and Fresh for Dummies. The fellas discuss 3 sports topics, 3 hip-hop topics, and 3 fashion topics, for sure. Weezy, we need you in on one of these, champ.
Yeah, I missed that road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was road trip without me. It's okay.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
fine.
It was hard on your boy. I had to fight for myself down there.
Really?
Man. It was going in on my boots, man. It's all right, though.
Good old brunch boots, for sure, man. Check out that mashup. It's on all of the actual show links. So if you go to any of the websites or the actual Instagram pages, Twitter pages, you can find the link to that show for sure. Weezy, what we got up on the show today?
Today we're analyzing the NFL free agency, man.
Yeah,
2018 FSP style,
for
baby.
sure. Winners and losers, right?
Winners and losers.
Sure.
Always FSP style.
Everything FSP
Better
style.
know it.
Yeah.
What's your best of the week, Weezy?
My best of the week, man, was Mom Duke's birthday. It was Friday.
Hey.
Most definitely. Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom Duke's. And LeBron James, man, 15 years, still ducking on people, man.
Nah, for sure. Still super bouncy.
I try to tell you that.
Nah, it's
That's
still
the
it's
biggest
crazy.
ball, dude.
Kobe still look good at 15.
I like that, though.
Nah,
No, I mean he wasn't dunking. I was just saying, yeah, he's way more athletic than
Yeah.
Kobe ever was.
That's athletic.
Well, not ever, but he was more athletic than Kobe.
Jay, just let him have his moment, Jay.
No, I'm letting him.
Is he the best athlete to ever play basketball?
No,
Who is?
Nate Robinson.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
Oh,
Nate
hell
Robinson
no.
crazy.
You gotta
athlete.
fight that. You gotta defend that.
Nah, for sure.
We
Nate
can't, we,
Robinson.
can't, we can't move on till you defend that.
Nah, for
At least
sure.
10 seconds.
To be 5'8" and to still play at a high level, the way that he played in the
Play
NBA.
at a high level?
No,
What's
no,
the
no.
high level we play
No, what
at?
I'm saying is Nate Robinson's attitude got him out of the NBA, not his actual basketball prowess.
So he's Isaiah Thomas?
Nah, he's Isaiah Thomas, way more athletic though. He could do what Isaiah Thomas did. He talked so much, man. He's a problem in the actual locker room. Blue guys are a problem.
Holy and confident.
Yeah, for sure. Nate
He
Robinson.
ain't
always
the
did
athlete
some
from
shit.
LeBron James. I
Just
gotta,
just my personal
you don't catch heat on that one.
I don't give a damn. You
You
know, I
go
don't
for
give a
it.
damn. Oh, for sure.
You
Thick
go for
skin,
it.
thick skin, for sure. My best of the week was Big Sean, man, being cleared of all wrongdoing and his alleged cheating with Nicole Sheridan.
That's right. That's right.
For sure.
Black men don't cheat.
Man, continue to prove the notion that black men definitely don't
Who
cheat.
proved that?
I mean, it was just, they were still together.
Oh,
Everything good. Black men don't cheat.
That's it.
I would that.
Yeah, man, most definitely. What about you, Jeff? What's your best one?
It's good basketball, right?
Oh, man, nothing but good
It's good
basketball.
basketball, right? You got
Yeah.
the state championships in Nashville.
For sure.
Well, in Murfreesboro this week. Tournaments on TV and NBA playoffs are approaching. I'm a happy guy right now.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah.
All basketball.
Yeah,
all the
basketball.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your worst of the weekend, Jeff? Right back to you.
Man, OJ finally spoke. and I wish he never spoke.
I don't know who talks and needs to shut up more. Him, Derrick Rose is bad at interviews. I just need him to hoop. You don't need to have any
No
interviews.
Him or his brother.
Just shut up and
Yeah.
hoop. It's a bunch of people just need to shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. OJ's definitely one of them. He came out and said that Colin Kaepernick.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't care nothing about the little interview Fox played
Right.
last week. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was
You
10
know,
years ago.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know, he needed money. So
Most
I understand he got coerced into saying things. But this crap he's saying this week.
Yeah.
You can't call the death of your wife LA crap.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah, man.
When you're alleged to be the one that did it.
Yeah. OJ in a tough spot.
Yeah.
Most definitely. My worst of the week, man, was a Minnesota man was arrested because he urinated in a coworker's water bottle because she denied several requests for a date. Yeah, I know, cameraman. According to the complaint, a woman noticed several times that her bottle tasted like urine.
Oh!
So Conrad Cruz Perez, that's the guy's name, he denied tampering with the woman's water bottle, but later admitted after he was pressed saying that they were going to do a DNA sample that he urinated once in the bottle because the restaurant was, quote, too busy for him to use the restroom.
The world
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
would be a better place without him.
Nah, for sure that's dirty. You don't pee in nobody water bottle.
You can't get mad because she wasn't feeling you.
We're a better place without him.
I should know what pee tastes like. That's what I want.
I mean, she probably smelled it or something. She probably.
You know, the two senses are kind of close.
Yeah.
You smell something, you kind of get it.
I'm just educated. Question. Ain't bad questions, cameraman.
It's a horrible question.
What's your worst of the week, Weezy?
Oh, it's big baby, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We'll talk about
We'll
Big
talk
Baby.
about
Big
oh,
baby,
yeah.
man.
Shout out to Big Baby. Shout out to Raw, too.
Yeah, shout out to Rollo. Yeah. Shoot. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the March Madness Label Bracket Selection Show.
Yeah.
How you feel about that one?
Man, a good show, man. Shout out to the guys.
Great idea.
Great idea. Yeah, great timing for it.
Yeah.
People are doing a whole bunch of brackets. They have 90s TV shows,
Yeah.
90s R&B. It's a
Yeah.
bunch of different brackets
I was in
going
a good
on.
fight about that one.
Yeah, 90s R&B.
Yeah, I was in a good fight
Yeah,
about that
so
one.
You should have called me on that one.
Yeah, you know about that one.
If somebody had Drew Hill over Jagged Edge, that ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work.
That ain't
Not in
gonna
mine.
work.
Hey, that's close though.
Nah,
that's not close.
That ain't close.
Jagged Edge. Man,
Man, Drew ain't got enough.
Man.
Drew Hill
Drew Hill
ain't
had
Drew
on
ain't
platinum,
got enough.
had on platinum karate outfits, man.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
They ain't gonna do it.
Nah, that's not enough. You know what? The Ladies Room Podcast, man. Check out Rizzo and Emma Redefine what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. You can catch up on past episodes. And follow the Ladies Room Podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Most definitely, man. The ladies out here. Shout out to Emma Marie. She had her birthday. I said birthday. Baby shower.
Yeah.
Goddamn man.
This weekend. So shout out to her for sure, man.
Kicking it.
Yeah, most definitely. Me and my dog Emma Brown, Fresh for Dummies, man, a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You catch our latest issue, which should be coming out any day now. What to Rock Spring Edition 2018. It's up. It should be up pretty soon. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies directly for the culture. And simply search Fresh for Dummies on all of your social media handles, for sure. Most definitely. Fresh for Dummies.
And after you do that, you can read up on your favorite FSP co-host. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more.
Yep.
How do you do that, you ask, Weezy? Just simply search www.realviewmedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. OMG!
RMG, most definitely. Before we move on, we had a lemonade test.
Uh-oh.
We had a lemonade test.
We
right?
did.
Yeah, we did.
And what you looking down for?
What's
Nah,
going
I
on?
know.
Okay.
You know what's going
So
on.
we had a
Twilight is on.
Yeah, for sure. So we had a lemonade test,
Absolutely.
and I think it's time for a snack test.
Uh-oh.
Oh, please.
Snack, we go to snacks.
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 We have some snacks.
What's the criteria here? We got it?
Now this is
Yeah.
criteria is directly related to chocolate balls.
Great pause.
Yeah,
great,
for sure.
great pause.
And I'm kicking it off with the best chocolate covered pretzels you ever had in your life.
That's a win, man. That's a win.
Hey,
That's
hey now, have you had these before, Jeff?
What was it?
That's right.
Yeah,
You're right, you have had these.
I haven't had them before.
Hey,
I haven't had them before.
Hey.
I'm gonna get blessed.
Thank me later, listeners. This is the Reese's Dipped Pretzels. For sure. Human crack in the flesh.
Let's see.
No. We don't. We
you
don't
don't
hand out. Yeah, no. We hand out.
You just give me one?
Yeah. You just need. I'm telling you, it's
You
just.
just gave me one damn
Oh,
pretzel.
cameraman. Eyes right. Yeah. Pass that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's top five.
Hey, boy.
Not five. Either.
Hey, man. Pass that, Jeff. You got one.
That's top five, not five.
Hey, boy. You won't. I'm gonna let you. Congratulations.
Pass that back.
Yeah. There you go.
Lord have mercy.
Talk to me.
Hey,
Talk to me.
listen to me.
Look at his face. It's gonna be hard to top that.
Hey, dog.
It's gonna be hard to catch that. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't had them. Gotta be deep behind the challenge.
I know for sure, most definitely.
You in.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You in on this. It's a silly lemonade.
Yeah. Yeah. You got Tinker Rest and say,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to follow.
let's go.
All right, so John Cena recently called out The Undertaker on Monday Night Raw for a possible WrestleMania match. I know we all said Undertaker retired last year. Why is this going on? No clue. But I actually get kind of a little hyped about this though. I hope it goes through.
Yeah.
Undertaker comes back, gives us one more match. Not really sure why it's with John Cena, but I'm here for it though.
Yeah. Are you ever really retired from wrestling? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are. Stone Cold is.
Stone Cold definitely.
That's because you can't. He
Health
broke his
reason.
neck.
Yeah.
Razor Ramon is.
Edge
Yeah,
is.
he's 100.
Edge is definitely retired.
Yeah.
Ric Flair is retired finally.
Yeah, I mean, he's 100. These guys, speaking of minus Edge, 100 years old.
Yeah, but I think
videos now.
yeah, I mean, you gotta look at some. I mean, it's one of those things where you can always take a bump. What I mean by that is like fall.
Yeah, bump. Yeah, clarify.
Clarify
that
for
bump.
the people don't really know the lingo of the land.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So you're right. Do you ever really retire? Undertaker has looked unhealthy
For sure.
for a couple of matches.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping if he does come back, that he can pull this off with John Cena.
most definitely. Question of the week, fellas.
Oh boy.
Guess we back.
Typically what we doing.
Pill form. Okay.
You gonna give us the presents?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
No,
nah.
I haven't seen these presents.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Shout out to you, Luis.
The blue pill. $500 a day for the rest of your life. The black pill. You have a master's in 3 skills. So you're a master of 3 skills. Whatever those skills are, you're a master of those, right?
Right.
The orange pill. You're instantly famous. And last but not least, the yellow pill. You can have any sneaker you want for the rest of your life. Which pill do you take?
Master of 3 skills.
Master 3 skills. Yeah, for sure. What about you, Weezy?
I want to be famous.
Now, being famous doesn't mean that you're rich. You're just famous.
We see what Weezy had.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Give me $500 for the rest of my life. For sure.
Yeah, but you think about it.
Yeah.
That was my first choice.
Yeah.
But think about it. If you master 3 skills,
You can You should be extremely rich.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily
Like
true.
guaranteed, right about that?
Yeah. So I like that everybody had a different. Cameraman, where you at with 500?
Nah, you can buy a sneaker. You can buy a sneaker.
Ooh, I'm telling you, it's tough. Having any sneakers you want for the rest of your life, it means the sneaker come out, it's at your doorstep.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Red Octobers.
There. That's tough. But you want to be famous. You don't know if you're rich, but you want to be famous.
I'm rich.
Say a lot of people. I'm rich.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Let us know, man. Tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a friend that pay attention to what's going on.
Tell all the friends to pay attention to what's going on.
Most definitely about that Full Sport Press podcast. The Revolution will be podcasted. Before we get started the first half, you got a poll question for the people with you.
Yes, sir. I got a poll question.
Let the people hear.
This week's poll question is: which coach has the hottest seat after losing their first game in the NCAA tournament? Tony Bennett, Virginia. Was Arizona coach's name?
Sean Smith?
Sean Miller.
Sean Miller, for sure.
Sean Miller from Arizona.
Yep.
Mike Anderson, Arkansas. What's the Miami coach name?
Yeah. Larry Nagel.
Larry Nagel.
Yeah.
From Miami.
For sure.
There we go.
Most definitely. That's definitely a hot list there. Now, granted, Virginia, number 1 overall seed. You're not supposed to lose to a 16 seed. You lose to a 16 seed. Your seed's not hot.
How much they lose by?
Yeah,
He
he
lost
got
by
blew
two.
out. That's his seat is look.
Seed's not hot.
You lose on a Hail Mary, half court,
Yeah.
one-handed toss. Seat's not
Yeah.
hot.
Dub.
Dub, seat's hot. Get past the stick. You tweeted that.
Yeah, for sure.
You tweeted past. You beat me to that past
Yeah.
the sticks. Like,
A dub, though, is a dub.
yeah.
But you can't lose, though, if you're Arizona with 4 NBA prospects on your team.
They get a pass. They have to go on the death penalty problem.
No, they'll be fine. Nah, they're still supposed to be playing, man. Give me Arizona. That seat was already hot.
Yeah.
Then you go into the tournament. You win the Pac-12.
I don't think that seat could get any hotter.
Yeah.
They just wait. They would just wait. They just expedite the situation.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Arizona already had so much.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It was going. That shit
I'm
was
gonna go with
sinking.
Virginia. People
Yeah.
talking about that's the best defense they ever seen.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
They
they
just
got,
played bad, man. They just looked.
Like-
They were looking ahead.
that coach. His
You don't,
seat
you
ain't
don't
hot.
get dubbed.
You don't get
His seat ain't hot, But he can't go to his burger spot and get a free meal this week.
I ain't looking at him crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to pay this week.
Yeah, they looking at him.
Yeah,
They're
you got to pay for the food this week.
For sure. We'll get to some specifics before as we get started this first half. Y'all ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
The first half is underway.
First half, hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week. Before we get started, I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What's cracking?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media?
I'm FSP_Weezy on IG.
For sure. Where you at on Twitter?
I'm Hot Weezy on Twitter, man.
Every week,
Yeah.
every day.
Every day. That's
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row,
It
right
never
there.
changed.
Yeah, man. Clap it up on them.
It never changed.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure. How you feeling?
Pretty good, man.
I'm talking about your Twitter handle.
Twitter's good.
Twitter's good?
Twitter's good.
Sure. Where can they find you, Jeff?
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm Jay Ho everywhere. Catch me if you can. I am still the gingerbread
House
man.
Kingdom.
Kingdom, man. It's it's not open,
Okay.
but it's there.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live. What do we do?
You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit.
I'm gonna get fired, dude. For real. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, let's start the first half of the show with 2018 March Madness breakdown. This year's NCAA tournament brought stunning upsets, thrilling buzzer beaters for sure, and a plethora of unforgettable moments so far in these first games. What we're here for is to break down the winners and losers of the first round,
Hold on.
man.
Before we get to that, I figured out why the NCAA wasn't worried about all this money and shit that came out 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Cause this tournament right here,
Fixes everything.
nobody said nothing about it.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, it fixes everything.
It's like they're just saying, okay, we'll be fine.
Let's just make it a March.
Yeah, let's make it a March, for sure. And here it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody loves college basketball again.
I mean, most definitely, it's the best time of the year, man. Worst, like super unproductive day on that Thursday and Friday. Nah, it's crazy.
Don't need me working Friday.
Give me a winner, Jeff.
UMBC,
All right.
University of Maryland, Baltimore County, their Twitter account, though.
Yeah, the Twitter account was popping.
Oh, my
Shout out
God.
to Yoski. He alerted me up.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Yo,
man.
that's the best stuff. Hey, man, just go back and read that timeline. From
Yeah.
tip off to the next morning.
He went up, man.
Man, that
Yeah.
kid right there got himself a job once he graduated.
Double toppy, for sure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, most definitely. I can't believe what I witnessed, though. The fact that I heard, like, people talking, will we ever see a 16 beat a 1?
Right,
We assumed that it would happen in our lifetime,
right.
but not by a dub.
It was definitely,
Not the number 1 overall seed either. That's crazy,
It's
man.
supposed to be the best defense in college history.
Yeah.
College basketball history.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's what I remember us doing our mid-season breakdown, and we were saying that Virginia's defense beat a team by themselves one game.
Yeah.
You know, during conference
Yeah,
play.
they held Clemson to what, 13 points?
Something
like
crazy.
that?
Yeah, man. So if you look at that, and the crazy thing, 18% of people picked that. Picked that actual game, and then another 18% of people had Virginia actually winning
Yeah.
the actual tournament. So
It's crazy.
it's just, I don't know, man. But them losing their 6 man was a big blow to them. We're gonna pause that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It shouldn't have been, though. You should be able to beat a 16 seed without your 16.
without your 6
Yeah.
man. Most did.
No, you shouldn't lose by that.
Yeah. I ain't got no excuses for them.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah. What about another winner, Weezy?
I got Buffalo
Yeah,
was a winner.
yeah. You lie about Buffalo just because they came in to beat Arizona the way they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the best player in the nation on the team, right?
That was number 1.
And
Yeah,
they were confident.
They beat them
Yeah.
by
Coach-
20 points.
Coach called that before the game.
yeah,
Coach said we have better guards,
yeah,
which they did.
yeah.
Better guard
Season.
play.
Then, well, college guard.
Yeah,
play,
yeah,
for
of
sure.
course.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we
That's
do,
what we talking about.
That's what we do.
That's what we
Don't do that, Jay.
Well, we just talking about the number 1 pick, so I ain't know what we was talking
Yeah,
about.
I mean, his game doesn't translate as well in college basketball. You can take him out of the game.
That's not true though, Jeff. Because
I
it
said-
translated the whole year. He'll get National Player of the Year.
But when it counted, what was
Mhm.
National Player of the Year at?
Oh, he only had 13 shots.
Yeah. Why? Everyone wonder why. Because you can make him
That's
obsolete.
bad coaching.
You can make him obsolete.
Now you got to get him the ball. He just didn't get enough touches.
Yeah, I trade 2 for 3 every day.
Yeah, nah, for sure. My second winner was Marshall.
Solid pick.
Yeah, Dan D'Antoni, the brother of Houston Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni. I remember when he got hired, people panned it,
Yeah.
thinking like, man, it was nepotism.
Yeah.
Wasn't a reason for him to even be hired
Yeah.
at Marshall, but he came
He
in.
solidified.
Yeah, got a big win for sure. You got another winner, Jeff?
Loyal.
Yeah.
Loyal, I cannot say it right.
Loyal, yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
say it.
Yes.
Chicago.
Yeah.
They ruined my damn bracket.
Yeah. That was tough.
I had
Lucky
UT.
bounce.
I had UT going very far.
Yeah.
And
How far?
So did I.
Final four.
Final Four.
Final four.
Yeah, I had Arizona in the Final Four, so that hurt me.
Yeah, I was bragging.
Yeah,
Because everybody else was wrecked after Virginia
right.
and Kansas. I'm straight still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not so straight.
Project everybody else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. My last winner is Trae Young, man. Now listen, I know they lost. I know the whole room looking at me like, what? And they lost to Rhode Island. First off, Rhode Island was a really good team. Very well coached.
Can we talk about him?
What about him?
I'm gonna let you finish your point.
Okay.
We can talk about him though.
Yeah, for sure. He was 9 for 18 from the field, 28 points. He was playing with some bums. The rest of the team was 20 for 51. And they lost, for sure. It ain't no question they lost.
Yeah.
But you can imagine him playing with people that can actually play. Mm-hmm. It's going to look totally different, man. That kid's going to be special, man. I'm happy he's going to the league. He can waste some time. That's the drawback of not going to a Duke, not going to a North Carolina, not going to Arizona, because you're playing with people that are not going to make you look as good, per se, as far as your teammates. So he'll look a lot better in the NBA. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm going to let him
Two
right now.
I feel like he played that game like he was listening to people talk about his game. He didn't assert himself, the way he should have. Yeah. In the second half, when it got close, when it almost started to pull away a little bit before it went to overtime, he started to drive to the hole. Yeah. Drive to the ring. That's all he had to do.
He was doing it the whole game.
No.
He was doing it the whole game.
No, I watched the entire game.
Me too, man.
I got nothing done Thursday.
Yeah,
I didn't work Friday.
I watched that whole game. Yeah.
He played that game like he was trying to get his teammates involved. Like he didn't want. He has to score 40 for him to win.
Well, the thing is, there was 3 people on him the whole game.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And
so
that one kid, Fats, I forgot his last name. Yeah. Fats was not doubling him at all. Fats was in his ass.
Yeah, that's not.
Pause.
He was 9 for 18.
No pause. He was in his ass. No pause.
The shots he was missing.
No pause.
You gave him 28 points. Yeah.
But he had to work.
I mean, it's 3 people on. You have to work.
But Fats was man mono.
He was never mono with him.
28 points is a lot of points. You just saying because it's not because he's
No.
He did his average.
He got his average at the end when he went to overtime. At the end of the second half in overtime. What I'm saying is, he missed every shot in the second half to the last 4 minutes.
He didn't have any help, Jay.
I know
when he passes him the ball, and he'll say to him, "Hey, somebody else got to help me." 20 for 51. Come on. Man.
I understand this, Jay.
Yeah,
I swear I do. He did need some help. I agree 100%. He leads the league. He leads the nation in scoring and assists and turnovers. So I get it.
Don't bring up
turnovers. But my second point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the first point is like I feel like he played that game the first half up until crunch time. Like he was trying to play for people who were saying he's too erratic.
Yeah.
He needed to have the ball in his hands every play. He needed to make more plays, and they would have won that game.
Yeah,
he's good enough to win that game.
He can. Yeah, they should have won that game. I mean, at the end of the day, when they're bringing in people off the bench, Oklahoma's still bringing in top tier talent.
Okay.
So in turn with Rhode Island, they're bringing in, not the best talent compared to Oklahoma.
They play team basketball.
Yeah, for sure, and they played together for a long time.
Yeah.
But very, very good team. They were supposed to lose that game, but Trae Young proved to the world why he is a top 5 NBA
Some
talent.
people he didn't. Some people have said that proved why they wouldn't draft him at all.
Yeah.
That game proved why they wouldn't draft him at all.
And I hope and pray that he goes to Phoenix and gets to play with Devin Booker.
The second point about that is keep that same energy about Russell Westbrook. That's Russell Westbrook last year. What he did this year in Oklahoma what he did this year in college basketball is the same thing Russell Westbrook did last year in OKC.
Well, that's not true. That's not true because where's Victor Oladipo? Where's not for real? Where's Victor? There is no. He averaged 23 points a game and the number 4 seed in the East.
I lost 2 of the last 5. 2 of the last 3 seasons.
Come on, Jeff, man.
I know who won the day though. I know who won the day though. Who stopped that 11-game winning streak today though?
I had to use y'all in the head.
We say
as far as the losing.
What he had 37, 15, 14?
All I want to do is make sure that you keep that same energy when they out of the first round. Yeah,
I never lose it. That's my MVP.
And they'll be a 6th seed.
No, they won't. They're going to be a 3rd seed.
They still got 10 games to go, Jeff, and they still have to play 7 more playoff teams.
They got to play goals. They're
going to get their ass kicked by them.
They got to play Houston once. Golden State once.
Yeah,
that's 2 losses.
I mean, I would bet too if Golden State's missing 5 NBA starters. But go ahead though. Who you guys are losing?
I had the same ones I had. You and BMC.
No, losers.
Losers. Oh.
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami's
keep going.
Miami's definitely.
Yeah, nah. I got the Pac-12, man.
As a whole.
For sure. Arizona, UCLA, Arizona State all lost in the first round. And then,
they make it past the first day.
No, they make it past first day, first round, period.
Yeah.
Some of those were
Like,
playing
that's
games.
what I'm saying,
Yeah, for sure. Teams get paid out by conferences, not by teams. And for them to miss out on so much money because of those 3 teams not making it, it's tough, man. And it hurts the bottom dweller teams in the Pac-12 as well. So, and coming off a Pac-12 terrible football season in the bowl, they were 1-8 bowl season. So it's tough.
It's tough. It's tough sport to tread now.
Also, you have to put Arkansas in there, too.
Yeah, Arkansas let the hood down.
Yeah, they lost the first game.
Yeah.
They were down 21-2 in that game at one point.
We didn't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
Mike Anderson, they weren't supposed to get their ass kicked like that.
They the fact they were down 21-2 cut the lead to, I believe, to 4.
Yeah.
They expended a lot.
Yeah. Another loser for me is Wendell Carter's mom being called a bitch by Rhode Island fan. Listen, and that's the tough thing. Yeah, that's one of those things where it get tricky because you talk. That's my mom.
Yeah.
So in turn,
I might come in and stay.
Yeah, Wendell Carter heard about it after the fact. He said made him upset, but he wasn't surprised by it.
So some class, Rhode
Yeah, for sure. And last but not least, DeAndre Ayton is a loser in this because it was his time to shine.
Yes, sir.
And now, granted, he only got 13 shots, but a player like that should at least get 20 shots in a game like that with your biggest person that's checking you. It's 6'7", 6'8". Yeah, I mean,
he had to play defense.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
You don't believe in him, do you?
Not in college. I think his game's going to translate okay in the league. He's going to be like DeAndre Jordan with maybe a little bit better offensive game, maybe a little bit better. But the way the game is moving, right now, he looked in trouble. He couldn't check anybody. He couldn't check anybody.
DeAndre Ayton's going to be a beast. He's better offensively than DeAndre Jordan right now.
I said he's better.
Way better. I would say
I said better offense. Blake Griffin.
Nah, I'm going
Can't
more.
compare to Blake because of the size.
Nah, he can shoot. He can shoot from 17.
What was that at,
he can dribble. They didn't give him the ball. Alonzo Trier shot 4 for 15. You had Raleigh Atkins who shot 15 shots too. There's no way that he's not supposed to at least get 25 shots, 20 shots a game.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
But the way the game was flowing, it flowed like an NBA game, free flowing. Like running down the court.
Yeah.
He couldn't check anybody.
But he was getting double teamed in the post too. He's gonna get double teamed in the post.
The guy who checked was 6'7".
Yeah.
But when he came out the other side, he couldn't do anything.
I just think that, Sean Miller has to find a way to get him the ball more, and he didn't do that. That's his job. Yeah, I'm excited about next weekend for sure. Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Everybody's made it. And I think we got lost in the fact that a lot of people, we only lost to Arizona and Virginia. We still got Duke, Kentucky, Villanova, North Carolina, Kansas. Should all advance to the Sweet 16.
Kentucky's another winner too.
Yeah,
they're playing their best basketball at the right time.
You see Hami though?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hami.
I wouldn't want to play them. I wouldn't want to play Kentucky.
Yeah, he's crazy. Real quick, let's talk about the 2018 bracket challenge. I'll going through our top 5 people here. Coach Brown is setting at number 1. Is his team's name Sidney Dean's Biker Shorts. Pretty solid. Like that name, Coach. Number 2 is Reagan A&K all the way at number 2 there. Number 3rd with Tom Shepard's 30-point thermal. Shout out to Tom Shepard, the great Tom Shepard.
Shout out to the great Tom Shepard.
4th, Shane. Shout out to Shane. He just kept my impressive bracket. It's the default.
Yeah. He would have thought it too.
Yeah. And 5th, shout out to Cam. It was Ayton was worth every penny before the actual shit started. Now it is now changed to Ayton ain't worth a penny. So for sure, shout out to you, Cam.
Yes,
clearly he had
Arizona.
He caught me laughing. Whew, you better have Arizona in this Final Four. I know that. And only to discover kept that same energy.
Yeah.
Very upset. He's looking for another team because they're done.
It's some creative names.
Oh, for sure. Oh, some really. Yeah. Speaking of creative names, you're at number 9.
Okay.
Tony Flunk PE.
Yeah.
He definitely
Tony Flunk PE
for sure. And the most childish, the most not well thought out is the 15th spot. Shout out to Weezy. I know you're listening. It's cool. I'll hold your hair.
What are you talking about?
That's the name of your team.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Grow up.
Right.
Grow up.
I tell you about that night.
Nah. You gonna tell me about it at halftime?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey guys, let's move on to the big 3.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Big Three Basketball League Commissioner Roger Mason Jr. was let go this week due to corruption allegations. According to TMZ, Mason was linked to investors who cheated the Big Three Basketball League out of millions of dollars. Mason was replaced this week by Clyde Drexler, NBA great.
Safe pick.
Yeah.
That's a safe pick. Yeah.
Anything's safe after
How do you
that.
take millions of dollars from them? They have
Embezzling.
Yeah.
And
So-
basically not paying people out what they're supposed to receive. And,
And when you get funny, man.
Yeah.
That might be. See, and the thing is, this is gonna be a big year for the Big Three. I think it's a make or break year.
Yeah.
The game's actually gonna be televised live. Yeah. You got a 10-tour stop in Houston, Chicago, Oakland, Detroit, Miami, Toronto, Boston, Atlanta, Dallas, and New York. So
Solid cities.
yeah,
Solid
basketball cities for sure. So season set to tip off June 22nd in Houston. So I think it'll be a make or break situation, and I'm happy they found that if it was happening,
Right.
they got it
Got the guy.
rectified, and then moving on and bringing in a safe pick with Clyde. But
They need another star.
they got Amari coming in.
I mean,
Aaron Davis.
They because the AI thing didn't work.
Nah, hell
It
no.
didn't work. We knew he didn't need.
They need Gilbert, man. They need to find a way
somebody-
to get Gilbert
They
in there.
need somebody like that. They need a Paul Pierce, maybe.
Yeah,
Not yet, Pop.
they need, Paul Pierce. They need a splash. They need to get some of these players.
Then they gonna get Kobe, man. Pay Kobe.
Nah, Kobe, they can't afford
You
Kobe.
can't afford Kobe.
Kobe had to run the whole league.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to play the championship
yeah.
game.
No, don't be disrespectful.
I know. I'm just saying. Kobe
Nah.
not going.
Kobe not doing that. Yeah, Kobe definitely not doing that. Let's talk about kicking off your 30th birthday in style, Weezy. Now, Steph Curry was living his best life in his surprise 30th birthday party, and there are Snapchat videos to prove it, is what I heard for sure.
It's a lot.
Yeah. On the eve of his party, Curry pulled up on a yacht, ate a plate of ribs, wearing a white shirt while E40 performed, and danced alongside a shoeless, swaggerless Klay Thompson. And even Steph Curry's grandma was there to turn up for the festivities as well. Now, first thing, let's talk about eating ribs while E40 is performing.
He actually was fed the ribs.
For sure, who was that feeding him?
I couldn't tell.
I think
I
it
hope
better.
it
I hope it was Aisha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it was Aisha.
Because there was video.
Yeah.
They
for
actually
sure.
explained him doing it.
Yeah. Number 2, Klay Thompson on stage. Clearly, everybody's drunk.
Clearly.
Everybody's drunk. He's dancing
Bad.
terribly.
Yeah.
And he takes off his shoe and throws it into the crowd
I don't know what
of people that he
was
knows.
I don't know.
Like, it's not like random people there.
Yeah.
This is
about. What was that?
invite only.
What is it?
He all the way up.
Yeah,
All the
he
way
was
up.
turned up.
He all the way
For sure.
up.
Why would you one shoe? Yeah, whatever. And he's back. And third, Steve Kerr dancing with Mike Brown.
With Mike Brown.
Come on.
There's a lot. This part,
Hey,
That's on the yacht, too?
no, this
Steph pulled up on
pulled up on. Yeah, it was inside of like a hanger or something.
But the thing is, what was Klay Thompson doing?
I don't. And he was dancing so hard one time he slipped and fell. He was in the photo booth, wilding, throwing up middle fingers. Hey, now this could be a situation, and of course, they canceled practice the next.
Of course they
You-
did.
you
You can't practice after that.
And this could be a man boat giant situation where it can
If they
you
don't
can look
win-
back if they don't
If
win.
they don't win the chip, it comes back.
It comes back to that for sure, or
Nah,
could be a
man.
situation that's like, hey, this is a turn up.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah.
or is it they're that much better than everybody else? They can do this.
Healthy,
Healthy they are.
yeah,
Healthy, of course they are.
yeah.
Even down one superstar, they're still better
Yeah.
than most 90% of teams.
I'm telling you, if they lose Steph, I don't think they can win the championship.
They're down. If they're down one,
Yeah.
they can't be down Steph and Clay or Steph and Draymond. If they just down Steph, they can beat 95% of everybody else.
I just hope that it doesn't, because that boat, that Giants man boat, that was a bad look.
Yeah, but that was it.
They took the R&B picture of the
Yeah. That was a week before playoff
Yeah,
game, right?
That was a bye week or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
about it.
This is,
Yeah, this
this,
is different.
this is the same thing. This is
They got 10 games. They got 3 weeks left, dude. This is
And KD's out those weeks.
yeah.
Steph is iffy.
Yeah,
He got-
I'll say nobody comes back until the week before the season starts. I mean, the playoffs
There's a
starts.
lot going on in their party, though.
Oh, that's lit. It's a
Even
crazy
when your
part.
head coach is there,
Yeah, shaking it though.
yeah,
Yeah,
easy.
he did his thing.
Oh,
Shout out to the Warriors.
shout out to I'm with my be on the team.
Yeah,
Like
for
that.
sure.
Let's talk about your boy, Jay.
Yep.
Andrew Wiggins
True.
is reportedly unhappy
Mm-hmm.
as the third wheel in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, what did he expect he was going to be when they signed Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, I mean, why sign back for $148 million
Right.
if you know you're gonna be a third?
Hello,
Yeah.
we just gave you some money.
Yeah, for sure, you gotta go.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I mean, his production did fall off tremendously since he's been there. He's averaging right around 17 a game, coming from 22. But you signed for $146 million. You are the third best player on that team
right now. But does Jimmy Butler study his growth though?
Yeah, he's gonna take away shots. Who do you bring in then? You bring in a 4-man to help. You trade him right now for Paul Millsap and one of those wings.
No, I don't think you trade him. I think you restructure the offense. I think bringing in somebody like Teague is really what hurt though.
Yeah,
because Teague needs his shots as well.
Almost there.
You know what I mean? And you bring in someone like Rondo.
Yeah.
Who's a point guard first.
Yeah.
That's different. Point guard and a defensive guy. That's different. But Jeff Teague's gonna get his shots too. Yeah. That's taking away Andrew Wiggins.
Restructure the offense.
Yeah, I just know that, shooting 32% from three.
That don't help.
And you're there to make shots. And then I see him get lost sometimes. He's a terrible defender. It's a bunch of things with Wiggins it's not.
He's got
$146 million worth. But for you to be and say that you're unhappy and you have so many holes in your game, you need to work on your game. And in turn, you can take away some shots from Jimmy if you work on things that you have holes in your game about. Earn that shit.
Or be efficient with what you get.
Yeah.
And you shoot a better percentage and score more points. I agree.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Now, before we get started with halftime, let's talk about the retired trapper of the year.
He retired. He's still trapping.
He's definitely still trapping. Former.
He must have listened to last week's show. We talk about what Bush out here trying to. I'm sorry, what Trump out here trying to do.
Bush. Big Baby Davis. Glenn Davis. Charged 7 counts of drug possession and distribution. Staying in a hotel. I know everybody heard about it, but some people that haven't. He was staying at a hotel in Maryland on February the 7th when the hotel owner picked up the so familiar scent of marijuana coming from Davis's room. He knocked on the door. Davis told him to, and I quote, F off, and refused to answer the door. Wow. So, what's that going to do? It's going to bring the police to your door. Wow. Police discovered a quarter pound of weed, about $92,000 in cash, and a ledger that cops believe to be a list of names and amounts of money owed for people with that said weed addiction. Now, didn't take long for Davis to respond to the news. He issued a response to the charges on Instagram. On Saturday afternoon, you can look at it on the Full Sport Press page on Instagram, while he was eating chicken from Popeyes. And I quote, "Don't believe all that shit on the internet." And claimed the money was, quote, product of a whole lot of jump shots.
A whole lot of jump shots. With his championship ring.
With a ring on top of probably about 20 in cash. So, he made about $33 million playing basketball, is now selling weed. Is this a good thing for Glenn Davis?
No, it's not a good thing.
My thing is, why is he still playing?
He can't play.
Not no more.
He can't play. Yeah. Glenn Davis can't play in the NBA no more.
That's what I'm saying.
And the risk ain't worth the reward no more with him anyway. He was toxic in the locker room. The last time he played for the Clippers, he was talking about Austin Rivers, told him to shut up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, he should look in the mirror like, I should still be making those videos.
For sure.
All those jump shots.
Just playing.
And then, he was, I don't know if this league is still happening, but he was signed to Master P's league at one point, the New Orleans team.
Yeah, he signed to the Big Threes.
Now he's in the Big Three draft. But now you're the trapper.
Greg Oden is too.
Huh?
Yeah, Greg
Oden in the Big Three draft.
You were there for that show.
Yeah, you
but again, he's selling a quarter pound of weed. You get that shipped to you, allegedly.
Now, here's my thing. Not even to cut you off.
Okay.
With weed being readily free and charge free in other states,
right?
You have paid this money to shoot all these jump shots. Yeah. Why don't you open a dispensary somewhere where you won't get a charge?
Come on, man. Where the hell are you in Maryland in a Hampton Inn? But
living
up.
Living out your Wire fantasies.
Come on, man.
You listen to YFN.
Yeah, man.
You listen to YFN, Gucci Man.
Yeah.
So he's smoking it, bagging it up.
Yeah.
He full-fledged trapping.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Shout out to Big Baby, man.
He's on the jet, man, with Popeye.
He's on the private jet.
Said he'll have his day in court soon.
I hope he's as well for him.
Oh, me too. I hope he just chill out, man. He got children. He can probably still help out in the community.
He like going through something, like something wrong.
It's like he's stressed out.
But he still got ledgers right down and stuff.
Come on, man. Where you put it in your phone.
Number man don't even write numbers down.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, what's up?
Shout out to the South Side.
Yeah.
For sure. Y'all ready to start with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's go, man.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime, we have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to jump right into it this evening. A lot of things has been going on in the sports world. We're going to start with NFL free agency. Who's making the biggest splash in free agency? We see Tyrann Mathieu is now a Texan. What does that do for the defense of the Texans? Is this now the team to beat in the AFC South? Or is it still Jacksonville? You got to understand that in free agency, teams are willing to pay an exorbitant amount of money to bolster their rosters. Is it worth it? Did some of these teams overpay multiple players? All right, we're going to move on to March Madness. We got to talk about this. Hey, man, whose bracket's busted right now? I'm still in decent shape right now. I know some of my friends, homies, FSP, they kind of dead in the water right now. I ain't gonna put nobody out there like that. I'm gonna leave it at that. UVA, it's pretty bad. UVA got dubbed. What? Their mascot is the Golden Retrievers. First of all, let's start there. Their mascot is Shadow from Homeward Bound. Yeah, that's their mascot. Okay, I'm gonna put this in perspective for you guys. University of Virginia lost to the school where Stringer Bell from The Wire was taking his business classes. I think that's the same school. Moving on to the bum of the week, man. All right, this individual, former NBA player, Glenn Davis, played for the Boston Celtics, Orlando Magic, Los Angeles Clippers. Hey, man, you're a fool. If you saw the video, he was eating an 8-piece and 2 sides, and it looked like he was on a Learjet. Hey, man, I don't know if he's dealing drugs, but he has the familiar symptoms of a drug dealer. I'm just going to put it to you like that. Glenn Big Baby Davis, you are the bum of the week. Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown that is, Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. First things first, he talked about the brackets being busted. Coach Brown is sitting pretty at number 1 in the FSP bracket challenge.
Shout out to Coach Brown.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Brown.
Shout out to Coach Brown.
Talked about the Golden Retrievers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. And that was definitely UMBC. That's where Stringer Bell got his business degree from.
Night classes.
Night classes. Yeah. All night classes. Sure. You don't know what we're talking about, do you, Reed?
No.
Yeah, from The Wire. You've never seen The Wire. You never seen an episode of The Wire?
Yeah, I've seen the episode.
But
I wasn't consistent watching now.
That's correct.
You gotta watch it.
I don't need to watch
So
it.
the Golden Retrievers,
Yeah,
mascot was a Shadow from Homeward Bound.
I don't need to watch it.
Have you ever seen Homeward Bound? You've seen Homeward Bound, though.
Yeah, I seen how.
I've never seen Homeward Bound.
Coach Brown was on one this week. I like that.
That Big Baby had the scent of a drug dealer. Most definitely. And clearly he did, because he came to the door and told him,
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Edit that out there.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, most definitely. Y'all ready to get started the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half, 2018 NFL free agency winners and losers. FSP staff.
Always FSP staff.
Most definitely, before we get started, I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Joe.
I'm Weezy.
What's
The
happening?
one and only.
The one and only.
Hey.
One and only Weezy, baby. 2 league Weezy.
2 league Weezy for
All
sure.
that.
Yeah, for sure. You ain't definitely dropping the ball in this damn bracket challenge. What's the name of your team again?
You know the name of the team.
Now, what is the name of the
I'm going
team?
to tell you about that.
Please, I forgot to get about that.
Yeah,
Forgot to get the
that was a good
update.
night.
It was a good night.
I'll tell you about that.
Most definitely, man.
Yeah, control, man.
And there's nothing like,
Birthday week, baby.
yeah, for sure. It's going up.
Wild boy, man.
You a wild boy this week? Ooh, all right. So there's nothing quite like the reaction to NFL free agency. Big moves get overhyped, Jeff. Small moves fly under the radar.
Yeah.
By far, we forget what happened unless it was a record-breaking contract. Now, each March, a handful of teams actually nail it. Others, they lose their way, ultimately leading to general managers losing their jobs, like the great GM that was in Cleveland this year. Got all these draft picks, won't get to enjoy any of the actual picks that he put together for them. Terrible. And with the first wave of NFL free agency in the books, FSP is here with a big picture look at who won, who lost, and which teams are struggling Too fine. That's
do it.
direction. Let's get it going. Now the winners. Now these teams, through money, smarts, and a combination of both, improved from where they were last year. For some, it can mean a trip to the Super Bowl is on the horizon. For others, a foundation for winning in the long term was laid. Who wants to go with that first winner of NFL Free Agent 2018?
I think the first one is unanimous, right?
Who's that? Cleveland? I don't have Cleveland as a winner.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
By our criteria.
Yeah, well, I think it was, they did more, a lot of it wasn't free agency, there was a lot of trades.
But it was more.
Yeah, I can see why you say Cleveland.
Yeah.
I don't have him on my list either, but I can.
By cutting.
Yeah.
His face is fresh.
Yeah, his face, he's puzzled.
No, it wasn't by cutting. I said, Kroger, not signing him.
Yeah.
Signing in.
Carlos Hyde.
Your running back.
Great running back.
Your running back. They made the move.
They did.
Like, they going to win the games this year. That's for our criteria.
For our criteria,
They
for sure. I just think the only free agency signing
What's Carlos
was
Hyde?
that's a big, hey,
Coach
that's a
Locke.
good way to start it out.
Coach Locke, he said, really?
No, for sure. I do. I think that, but them losing Joe Thomas, for sure.
retirement. That's not
To
free
retire. Yeah, no, I'm just saying that he lost.
Hey,
he
just
was
see
gone.
about Cleveland,
Yeah,
man. You
no,
better.
for sure. I think.
I'm
what's your-
with you on that, though, Jeff.
You got a record. You got a record that they'll get to.
6
16.
wins. Yeah.
I got to win 7 games this year.
6 wins.
It's all led by the great Tyrod Taylor.
Let's talk about some winners. Y'all talking about some winners?
That was a winner. They
Cleveland's a
got,
winner.
they got Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
That's a win.
No, they definitely upgraded their team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They're still trying to get TP too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Wings.
I agree, Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Hey, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
See,
Your face was worse than mine.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to
We have 5, but I mean, we can start. That's your first one. Go ahead.
I just said my first
Yeah.
one.
Why? Because they signed
Jimmy Graham,
for sure.
Ferguson.
For sure.
They got defense, but
Yeah.
how is it not a winner?
Wilkerson, yeah, the detail.
Yeah.
And then they tried to get Kendall Fuller, but that didn't work out for him. I think there's some good signings for them. I think
This
No,
going to be a home
they-
run.
I
tell
think
me.
that,
Tell me why it's not a winner.
I'm saying that I'm not saying that it's a winner or a losing
It's not on
situation.
your list, though.
They just didn't make my list.
Your list fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
my
crazy.
God.
My number one on the list was the Eagles. They traded for Michael Bennett, for sure.
It's a trade.
No, and I get that. What I'm saying, they replaced Haloti Ngata with when they didn't have Bo Allen, and they signed their best linebacker, I think a top 3 linebacker in the NFL, with Nigel Bradham. So for $40
They won a
million.
Super Bowl last year, though.
Exactly. So they didn't lose any. They already have a starting tight end. They lost Trey Burton. He was their second
You
tight
think the
end.
easy way out on that
He went to the Bears. I'm just saying.
You think the
they
easy way out
didn't.
on that one?
I'm just
All
saying. I had 4 other teams.
You gave Jimmy Jim a lot of smoke, and you took the easy way out on that
I'm
one.
just telling you, they had 4 other teams. I got 4 other teams that made
Okay.
equally good moves. I just said the first team that I'll talk about is the Eagles. Like the first team Jeff talked about was the Browns, and the first team you talked about was the Packers.
Okay.
Now, out of those 3, who I think made the most moves, I think the Packers made the most moves because they lost Jordy.
Yeah, well, yeah, they didn't want to sign.
Yeah, they cut Jordy, but they replaced him with absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, but they also got Jimmy Graham,
Graham.
for sure. What about another winner, Jeff?
That's tight.
Titans on my list for sure. Titans definitely on my list. Yeah.
They got better in key positions.
You got better. Position you need to get better at. Well, I wouldn't say better, but you needed another type of player. Was running back.
Yeah.
You got that.
Yeah.
You know, that was the main thing to me. So,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to bring in Sue right now. Trying to. And then you sign Malcolm Butler. At least y'all making moves. I don't know that at all.
And Deion Lewis,
Yeah.
who's going to be a perfect smash and dash
That's what I'm saying.
type of running back with Derrick Henry. Again, Malcolm Butler. I think you overpaid a little bit, but sometimes you have
For
to
which one?
for Malcolm Butler.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would have to overpay for somebody to come to Tennessee with a team on the ride.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think they'll still end up maybe getting Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
I don't think
Washington.
they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want him no more.
I'm just saying if Washington doesn't come in and swoop down, and he said, and we'll talk about that later.
That's a scary backfield.
Yeah.
Secondary.
Secondary,
Yeah.
for sure. I don't believe in Malcolm Butler per se.
No, I'm talking
not the
about
biggest
if he goes to Washington. I'm sorry.
Oh, if he goes to
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Are the Texans, though, the team to beat in the AFC South?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. They have the defense was already on paper.
For sure.
Good if they can stay healthy.
If they can stay healthy.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then adding, man.
Adding Matthew, for sure.
Woo!
It's tough. 1-year deal, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Texans not the team to beat. They have film on their quarterback now.
I respect that.
They do.
I respect that.
I'm just
That's
saying
the
that.
Dak Prescott.
They got film in their quarterback.
Yeah.
I respect
I
it.
get that. At the same time, you don't have a quarterback on the other side of the ball. You
I
understand what I'm
was
saying?
just about to say, there's not a great quarterback in that conference, though.
We don't-
Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback.
We don't know that yet. This is year 2. Let's at least give him 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's
On paper, we know he's a winner from college.
Yeah.
He's a winner from college.
The Titans have a coach that's gonna put a specific system in.
more specific.
Huh?
Specific.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. The
Yeah.
Titans gonna put a specific
Yeah.
system in.
Yeah.
They got Mariota.
Yeah. Mike Vrabel is going to bring the Patriots to the
I
South.
don't think it's that funny, Jeff. I don't think it's that
I'm
funny.
laughing at cameraman.
Nah.
I don't know
You're
smoke
right,
weed.
man.
I don't know smoke weed.
Nah, my second winner is the Minnesota Vikings. I think Kirk Cousins is worth the money that they needed. They needed a quarterback. And I think Kirk Cousins will come in and do what he's supposed to do. They signed Sheldon Richardson on a 1-year deal, so that's going to help out with Daniel Hunter, Everson Griffin. The team, per se, didn't need a lot. They had a lot of holes.
No,
I hope
right.
Laquan Treadwell comes up this year,
Right.
plays the way he's supposed to play. They got Thielen, they got Stephon Diggs. Dalvin Cook will be 100% coming into the season, so I
Hope so.
oh, for sure, he'll be fine. So you got a quarterback to go with all those weapons.
Yeah.
I think that's a great sign. That's my best sign of the free agency class. What about you, Weez? What's another winner?
The Chicago Bears.
I agree.
They had Mitchell Trubisky some help.
Yeah,
Stretch the field with Allen Robinson.
yeah,
Got Taylor Gabriel.
yeah,
I like it.
yeah. Now, I don't think they're ready to be a playoff team for sure, but they are a winner in my books because now they have actual people that can help out Mitch Trubisky. You know, Kevin White totally let him down. They got my boy Tariq Cohen as the running back. They still have Jordan Howard and Trey Burton, which is a tight end. Both Weezy said they needed a tight end. They have him. Again, Allen Robinson. And then they got an enormous amount of draft picks on turn. With them losing the draft picks they traded for Trubisky and get late second round stuff to get some more pieces. And that's what they need, pieces for sure. What about you, Jeff? You got another one?
I went with the Raiders.
The Raiders. Okay.
They made some solid moves. I mean, I'm not really sure why you cut Crabtree, but bringing in Nelson, if Nelson is healthy, you got 2 number ones now.
You do have 2 number ones.
You know what I mean? Solid
You got
number one.
Amari. The only thing with Nelson's a little long in the tooth.
You know, this is the all-in year for them.
For sure, this is it.
Yeah, this is the all-in.
You
can
said
tell
that?
by
You think Marshawn coming back?
Yeah, that's it. That's my next point.
Yeah.
They decided that he's still they're leaving back
Wow.
for this year, so they're going all in.
Yeah.
I heard that that Crabtree don't get along with the coach already.
That's probably what
With
that didn't make
John
sense.
Gruden.
John Gruden. I think they were asking him to take a small pay cut. And
He said
Yeah,
no.
And he said no. and there's a reason, right? If you can get Jordy Nelson, who's going to be low maintenance, and you can get Michael Crabtree for the same price, I think it's more about maintenance and low risk, low reward, high reward.
Yeah.
Jordy Nelson is a consummate professional. Michael Crabtree has a chain he wears outside of his football jersey. Him going to Baltimore is a good sign too. I'm saying low risk, high reward. Jordy, high risk, medium. First off, let's just keep it a buck.
Oh my God.
Crabtree didn't have a good year last year.
Nah,
Amari Cooper did not have a good year last year,
the
y'all.
quarterback was hurt too.
Crabtree, they had a
Both of
quarterback for a few
them.
games, and Crabtree was hurt. Yeah, he had a solid year.
Solid
He's
year.
had 2 years before that were great.
Great years.
Yeah.
I know. So, in turn, you say, okay, well, I can get Jordy, who
Right.
played terrible when Aaron Rodgers wasn't there. But,
Right.
and then you got Demarius, I think it's Demarius Adams.
The tight end?
Yeah, the running back. I mean, the other wide receiver.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams? Devontae.
For the Packers.
For the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, so with Devontae Adams, him actually thriving
Okay.
once Aaron Rodgers goes out, Jordy becomes replaceable.
Okay.
He becomes replaceable. But yeah, I think the Raiders, give me a record for those Raiders.
That's 11 winning team.
11 win.
Yeah, 11
I had them winning 12 games last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wins a lot.
Yeah, I think they'll win 11, 12. Because they ain't lose anybody.
Yeah. And they're just healthy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, that team was a free Super Bowl team the year before last.
Yeah.
And then you bring everybody back and you add someone like Jordan. Like,
Yeah.
he's healthy.
As long as he's healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Another winner for me. Here comes the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. Here we are. We are here. Another winner for me. It's an arms race in the NFC now. Philly, Minnesota, Green Bay,
That's
the
true.
Rams, New Orleans. All better than when they ended last season. Now we're trying to put our names into that hat. got Sherman, which is a questionable deal. Double ankle situation is always scary.
That was a little rough.
A little risk.
Yeah.
But we added Jared McKinnon, who is a shoe-in to play in a Shanahan
solid
system, dog.
Solid
He's a Shanahan running back.
Yeah.
And we got a new center to help us out with blocking, which we had trouble with for the great Jimmy Garoppolo. So yeah, I think we'll be okay. I hope we draft well.
Yeah.
Hope we use a little bit more of the free agency money to get some small pieces.
You ain't get a receiver though.
Yeah, we did. Well, we signed Marquise Goodwin back, but I'm saying we do need to. But there's some wide receivers out there. TP's still out there.
You don't
TP
want
on
him.
with
We don't want him.
You don't want him.
I don't want him either. Anybody else got another winner?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
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 Sammy Watkins.
Sammy White. Y'all, how do you guys feel about
They
that?
overpaid for Sammy.
They
Watkins.
overpaid.
Damn
for
right.
Sammy.
$10 million a year for Sammy White.
$30 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot for Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
But if he's on the field,
Yeah.
he's what they need
That.
on the other side of the ball.
Yeah. But who's the number one?
No,
He's
Sammy
number one.
No. If he's healthy, he's the number one.
He's
receiver.
number one receiver.
No. Y'all tripping. Y'all know that number one receiver is Travis Kelce. Through and through. Y'all know that.
No, that's a tight end. But you said receiver. I'm
Jimmy
saying
Garoppolo is Tom Brady's number one receiver, right?
Say
Jimmy
what?
Garoppolo.
Yeah. I mean, not Jimmy
Rob
Garoppolo. Rob Gronkowski. Yeah. So come on, man.
Now, I said the position wide receiver.
I see what you're saying.
He's
Yeah,
their best wide
he's their
receiver.
best wide receiver.
Some people say
Tyreek Hill.
but he's not.
He's not.
No, he's the gimmick. He's just good at what he does.
Right. He's
Yeah.
definitely a kid, for sure.
And
But
they
those
go
Chiefs
straight
look
on-
good.
Yeah. And they make some moves on defense.
But they cut a lot of people on defense. Derek Johnson's gone.
Yeah.
Justin,
Trim the fat.
Yeah.
Trim
a
the
lot
fat.
of money
Trim the fat.
in those contracts.
Yeah.
So, and then you add, you lose Marcus Peters.
Yeah.
But you add Fuller. Still got Eric Berry. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, man.
They
That's,
look good.
yeah, on paper. We're only going off paper.
We're only
Right
going
now.
off
We're
paper.
right now.
Anybody else got another winner?
No,
Before we move
that's
on to the
all.
losers. Good. All right, let's move on to the losers. Now, these teams, through defections, which you leave, salary cap issues, or the lack of a clear plan, came up small in free agency, for sure. If there's a direction here outside of New England for long-term success, I want to show it to them. Like, show it to me where a person on this losing list did something to better them teams. What's the first team that you got?
Seattle Seahawks.
Most definitely. I think that's unanimous,
Yeah,
right?
that's unanimous.
Yeah. So you trade away Mike Bennett. You release Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
You
Don't sign Jimmy Graham.
don't sign Jimmy Graham. Richardson, who you traded for a second-round pick, you let him go for nothing. And Earl Thomas is basically out of the door.
He don't want to be there. You play on defense. Don't want to be there.
Is
Cam Chancellor might not play no more.
He might not. I mean, he's gonna play, but I just feel as if this run might be over with
That
because
was it.
Russell Wilson can't do it all by himself.
But that was the thing, when they made this team through the draft,
Right.
a couple of pickups, they were like, this team has a window,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw the window close.
The window closed.
That's all it is.
That's true, Jim.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's what you got to pay Russell to keep him.
You
You
got
don't
to.
want to lose that. You're
Hell
not
no.
gonna find a quarterback like him. But
Do they still have Doug Baldwin? Doug Baldwin's still there.
No.
Doug Baldwin-
no,
No, they got Kevin
He's a
Jones.
free
he's a
agent.
free agent. They haven't signed him yet.
Yeah, I mean, but they're gonna sign him.
They-
They have
that's
to.
what he wanted. They wanted to come there.
Yeah, they have
As
to.
of right now, they don't have anything.
You need him for the
We need him for now. We need him. We need him. We need him. We need him, and then we need to draft a wide receiver, preferably.
It's a lot.
Preferably on Sutton from Cortland Sutton.
SMU.
SMU, for sure. Another win. I mean, another loser, fellas. What we got? Who wants to go?
I got the Colts.
Got Colts as a loser.
They just didn't do anything.
Yeah. Let's sign back Dante Moncrief, right?
No.
He went to Jacksonville.
That's on my list. They need, but see, I think they're gonna make some moves draft day. I think
Yeah.
they're waiting for the dust to clear on a couple of people. They're gonna make a couple of those subtle moves to kind of build the team up.
Still got T.Y.
Okay, that's
Frank
what
Gore's
you-
100.
That's
So
what
they
you
got rid
got
of
now.
him.
No, they let go Frank Gore.
Yeah, I said he's 100. Yeah.
He's in dog years.
Yeah, for sure. So, I don't. Now the Colts, I think they have positioned themselves as the worst team in the AFC South.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
you can say that?
That's just
No
Andrew
question.
Luck back. And then
Andrew Luck, if it's just Ty and Jack, what's
Doyle.
Jack Doyle.
Young Doyle.
That's your boy.
That's my traded Jarvis Landry for him. I never forget that. But it worked out for the year. It worked out for me. I didn't need to hire that.
It didn't work out for you.
I did. It worked out when it was supposed to. I
It
lost
sure
2
did.
games.
It
Nah,
sure
fuck
did.
that. The Patriots. Now that's my second team that as a loser.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Okay.
They let go of everybody. They clean the house.
You lose your left tackle who's been there forever. You lose Amendola. You lose Deion Lewis. And you add in Adrian Claiborne.
Right.
And then you add in Jeremy Hill, who's on the slide of his whole career.
Right.
I just don't see how this team became better than they were last year.
They did.
And they didn't. I don't think so.
They believe in Tom Brady, though.
It's only so you coming off of Edelman's coming back from an injury, torn ACL.
Right.
You didn't add anybody to stretch the field on the outside as of today. It's just tough, man. I see them as a loser so far in free agency.
I have no clue what Buffalo's doing.
You upset with Buffalo?
I just want to throw that.
But your quarterback.
You got you a quarterback, AJ McCarron.
That's cool, but he still doesn't have anybody to throw it to.
He's unproven, too.
Yeah.
Still
He don't have anybody to throw it. Who the hell is he throwing to? Why would you sign that? Why would you
That was
sign
all the
that?
offer he got. And he signed for backup quarterback numbers. That's why when you said it, I said I'm okay with it. We didn't give him a bag.
Yeah.
We signed for backup quarterbacks make the numbers he made.
What, 7?
He just. I think
10?
he just want to
Shit,
play.
ain't no backup numbers.
Oh, well, it's like over 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, so 2 years.
He just want to play. He wanted to play.
Yeah. He
But-
just, yeah. But,
Sign Chris Ivory.
yeah.
Sign Chris Ivory.
Y'all rebuilding.
No, but we're taking.
I'm telling you, I need to trade Shady and get something for Shady. If you're going to blow it up, you're going to blow it up. Let's blow it
I don't
up.
think anybody's going to do us anything.
Yeah, damn lie.
I think we're going to try it on the low. I think we tried last year.
Give me Shady.
We tried to tank last year.
Give him to me.
We tried to tank last year.
Yeah, I tried. And yeah, Tyrod.
Yeah.
Keep winning, Tyrod.
I hope so.
Another team, I don't know what the hell they're doing, is the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Come on,
Okay.
man. So,
Too much South Beach for them.
you
I
cut
don't know what it is.
Ndamukong Suh, you trade Jarvis Landry for Danny Amendola, replace him with Danny Amendola.
Because
Please.
nobody else is out there.
Jarvis Landry led the league in receptions last year with no damn quarterback. Has 100 catches every year with no quarterback, and you trade him?
I think they just reached the point, kind of like a Seattle
Yeah.
situation. They just couldn't
Hey,
pay.
that job that's tricky. A lot of them catches are like 3-yard catches.
100 catches
I
is
understand that.
100 catches, dog.
But
Leading the league in anything
30
is
of
leading the league in anything.
40 to 50 of those catches, you might can catch.
This is still the point.
I'm just saying, a lot of them are 3-yard outs.
I'm just saying.
In
He
the
let-
flag.
he's gonna be. He's open. It's hard. If that was the case,
he ain't really open like
no,
that.
I'm telling you,
he opened in Cleveland.
if everybody, this is what I'm trying to tell you. If that was the case, then everybody would be doing it.
No, I'm telling you, that's what he lives off of.
Okay.
He's a
What's
possession receiver.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
can't stretch the field. He's not fast.
He is fast. He's
No,
fast.
I'm
He
telling
is
you.
fast. He is fast. And I don't say that.
He's
They
not
don't say-
slow,
Yeah.
but he's not
Yeah,
speed burner.
no,
But
he's
slow.
not Tyreek Hill. But what I'm saying is, he's a possession receiver who had lead the league in receptions last year.
He didn't-
True enough.
Jarvis Landry's not better than Randall Cobb. I'm
Yeah.
just telling y'all.
So
Hold on, bro. What?
He's not. He's not.
You starting the team right now?
I'm not saying I'll pick him. I'm just saying he's not better.
No, we'll say that.
I'm not saying.
yeah.
Okay, we good. We good.
Alright.
Anybody got no-
I get what you gonna tell me.
Tampa Bay. I think they did all right. They had to sign Mike. They gonna have
They
to
had to sign
sign
Mike.
Joe. I mean,
Who's your
James.
Who's your running back?
They haven't signed one yet.
They did.
That's what they need.
I think they're looking
The
for the
hole
draft.
they needed was a running back.
I think they're gonna go in the draft.
Yeah, it's some running backs is deep in the
I
draft.
think they're gonna go in the draft with that.
That's my.
Overpay for somebody that's old as hell, and you get somebody who do the exact same thing.
Isaiah Crowell.
I think they're
Crowell
fine.
can play.
I think they're fine.
I don't know.
I don't believe. I
Yeah,
think
they
the
didn't make
Bucks
my
will be
list
okay.
either. They didn't
I
make
think
my
the Redskins made my damn list. I'll
That's my
tell you
15.
that.
That's my 15.
Oh my God! So you paid Alex Smith this money, $71 million guaranteed,
Yeah.
but you paid Paul Richardson to come there to be a number one receiver, and he's a number two at best.
He's unproven though.
At best.
Paul, he had some solid games for Seattle.
At best, though. He's a number two.
We don't know though.
You don't know.
We don't know.
But who else is the other wide receiver? Josh Doxson?
Well, you know.
You got Jordan Reed, who's hurt all the time. He's hurt right now.
He's hurt right now.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's a talented dude.
That's a
Yeah.
good red zone target.
Yeah, no, for sure. He can play. I'm just saying, if you're giving Alex Smith this amount of money, you need to have pieces around him that can get open. And I don't think anybody on that team can get open, except for Jordan Reed, and he's hurt right now.
Just if he's just a talented dude.
Yeah, I think they spent a lot of money to finish in last place in that division.
Give him the Cowboys.
The Cowboys be all right. They get
The
a
Giants,
full year.
You think
They're last place.
the Giants should be last place? Right?
No, the Redskins.
You think so?
Yeah,
The Giants really a winner in free agency.
yeah, they're gonna be all right because they got Ogletree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're a winner, but they got Ogletree.
I mean, we said the same thing about the Giants last year.
Yeah.
They were a Super Bowl contender.
They
The
got
whole team was
yeah,
hurt.
they got
I'm
banged
not,
up.
Injury bug
I'm
got
not saying, I'm
them.
not saying not, but I mean,
Yeah.
before the injury bug hit, they were 0-3.
Yeah, so
They stumbled out the gate.
they stumbled out the gate for sure.
They still got brother Eli back
Yeah.
there.
Still believe in them.
Uh,
I believe in Eli.
and you know how that saying goes.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Tree
I'm saying when I was saying that when Eli was winning the championship, beat Tom Brady twice.
and
Helmet
catch.
Yeah, catch is a catch.
Helmet catch.
Anybody got another loser?
No, you said that.
I got the Cardinals, man, for my last one.
Really?
Think about this. You signed Sam Bradford and Mike Glennon,
Right.
and you cut Tyrann Mathieu. They're 5-11, easy next year. Where are their pieces? They cut AP. They still have poor Larry. Let him go, man.
Larry came back on his own.
Yeah, Larry came back on his own.
Let Larry go.
No, he don't
Larry
want to
got
go.
dipped.
He don't want to go.
Larry love it out there.
He don't want to go.
He loves it out
He's
there.
hot. He's got
He's gonna retire, but he don't
Yeah.
want to play for nobody else. I don't think.
Yeah,
He cool.
yeah,
He been to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Yeah,
He good.
Yeah, Larry cool.
He good.
He ain't tripping.
If he wanted to go, think about it. Larry wanted to go somewhere.
Yeah.
He could have raised hell a long time ago.
He shouldn't have held could have. They 5-11 max. Rapid fire
Really?
real
With David Johnson back here?
for sure. 5-11.
In that
Five.
division.
In that division.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. It
What?
only got better.
No, yeah.
Will AP ever play again?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody pick him.
Somebody pick him up for sure. Injuries. Somebody need a back, second back. He just can't get in the situation where he was in New Orleans.
Ooh.
Expecting to be a number one.
Ooh.
That was tough. Rapid fire, real quick on free agents that are still available. We got Ndamukong Suh. Where is he going?
Titans.
Titans.
I hope so. I ain't seen the
You don't
talk
hope
shit.
Yeah, I think he'll go to the Saints.
I hope I see him coming here.
Him and Casey.
Telling you now. That'll be tough.
But they'll fight.
He'll fit in down here until he went to Nebraska.
Yeah,
For sure.
Titans love to fight.
Yeah, for sure. Eric Reed, who's getting blackballed for protesting.
Yeah.
He's the best safety in the NFL. That was a free agent last year. And he still hasn't got a team. Will he get a team?
I don't think so.
That process is coming
It
more
is.
serious.
They said it's super low ball on him. Not because of his skill set, because of his process.
Yeah.
So, he won't sign with a team. Y'all think he's done?
Unless he takes the low pitch.
He's 26.
Unless he takes the low pitch.
He's top 5 safety last year.
Yeah.
He's a Pro Bowler.
But he stood up for what he believed in.
It's
He
crazy.
rocked the boat.
It costs him money.
For sure. Next one, Terrell Pryor.
TP!
I just think he's done.
TP done?
He showed.
Yeah!
He can't stretch the field. He's on a red zone receiver. It's hard to get in the red zone.
I don't think he's a number one.
Yeah, no,
They try to
TP's
put
not
him as a
number one.
number one.
Is he a 2?
He's a two. He's a two. I think he either goes to Cleveland or Seattle.
No, he
He
can't go to
can't,
Seattle.
he can't go back to Cleveland. They're good.
If he go to Seattle, he's a number one in Seattle.
That Cleveland's good.
They might get Doug though. They keep Doug.
They keep Doug. I mean, we love him in Buffalo. It's cold in Buffalo.
Yeah, shit. Anyway, nobody wants to go there. What about Pac-Man Jones? My bad.
Pac-Man,
He's free agent.
he's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Pac-Man might be done.
Yeah.
Unless somebody gets hurt.
He's a little longer than two.
A little long too. One of those players that every team needs.
He's a veteran.
Yeah.
Did
I would
you
love-
ever think Pac-Man would be used as veteran leadership?
I would love to have him in San Francisco.
Love to.
I would love to, for sure. DRC, Dominique Rogers-Kamara. Said he's looking to make his decision. He's going to wait a while. He's going to make his decision in April. So, visited the Redskins last week.
He'll play with somebody. I don't know.
DRC will play for the Titans or Washington.
I would prefer him in Washington.
He ain't coming here, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I would love him to
Yeah,
come.
there's a lot of corners there.
Yeah, we don't want him here.
Y'all can use him.
Speaking of somebody that y'all don't want, Eric Decker,
Yeah.
where would he go?
He might be doing what we're doing.
Yeah,
He might have a podcast.
I think Eric Decker might play for Denver one more year.
Nah, he,
Bring
Or
it back.
Patriots.
he be
He's a
around.
Patriot.
He's a Patriot.
He's a Patriot.
Yeah. he's a
Pigmentation. He's a Patriot wide receiver.
That is a Patriot wide
That is a
receiver.
Patriot wide receiver.
I can go Eric Dick, I promise you.
Yeah, damn lie. Yeah, damn
Definitely.
lie. They just had him in the slot last year with those Titans. He ain't a slot receiver. He's on the outside.
Mhm.
Next person, Jeremy Maclin. He might be done. It's about his third team, about 3 years. He might be done. This one, Eric Ebron. Man.
Hey, you might gonna play with somebody.
Yeah,
I don't think
man.
Jeremy. Wait.
Jeremy Macklin's
I
done.
don't think Jeremy.
Can't, now you want to talk about can't get separation? He's about 28 years old. He's done.
He might be a Dolphin.
Jeremy Macklin's done. I can see him going to the Dolphins.
He might be a Dolphin.
For sure. Eric Ebron wants a big time salary.
This is tough.
Just not the type. 25 years old, man.
Hey, let me tell you something.
He was like Luther's curve.
Oh, never. It
It
never
never.
really.
I remember, like when I lived in Michigan,
Yeah.
the way they talked about him up there, and
He
what
cold,
they wanted. Every season, they was like, "This is his year.
Yeah.
This is his year."
He got picked before Odell.
Think about that.
And he got picked before Aaron Donald,
Think
too.
about that.
That's a tight end.
Because that was when that multi-talent
Yeah.
tight end, platinum
He was a big
player,
deal.
hybrid tight end when
Yeah.
they were drafted like that.
Yeah.
Woo!
And last but not least, Kenny Vaccaro.
I told you.
I want him in San Francisco.
He ain't that good, man.
And you're damn lie. He just coming off an ACL injury, man. For sure.
All of them will get picked up, though.
All of them will get picked
I
up for
hope
sure.
Ebron doesn't go to the Patriots. Lord have mercy. That'll be Hernandez
Ooh.
and what's called all over again.
I watched that Hernandez doc. Y'all gotta watch that, man.
I ain't watching that.
Ebron to the Patriots is not fair.
Nah. Ebron to the Patriots makes sense. He just wants big money.
Yeah, he didn't get that.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know, man.
They don't want to pay Gronk.
Yeah.
They don't pay nobody.
Right.
Except Tom Brady.
Yeah. Free agency is in the books. I think we're free agents now. Like the week before that was offense.
Yeah.
Second was defense.
Yeah.
Then we went in and losing it out.
Football's over
Into the draft for sure. Tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
Tell a friend.
To tell all the friends, man.
about that Full Sport Press podcast
Everything paid for you.
all the time. Happy birthday, man.
You know.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Just
Lee.
beginning, baby.
For sure. Jeff,
You already
Get
know.
your budget up.
camera's always
Roll with
on,
me this weekend. Get your budget up.
but you got to get up.
Lane switch. You roll with me this weekend.
Yeah.
Woo.
Big money can't fit in the front pocket.
Birthday week.
Man, you heard me on that. I want some. Man, my money couldn't fit in my pocket this weekend.
Revolution will be podcasting, man. We out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.